Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of the Modern Sales Mastery Show. I am going to be your event host for today. My name is Felipe Gonzalez, and I am the social media coordinator here at Vengreso. So, we had to make some last minute changes for today's episode. Unfortunately, our special guest Meredith was not able to join us today due to some unforeseen circumstances. Nonetheless, as they say, the show must go on. So, for today, we will be trying something a little bit different that we would like to call LinkedIn My Numbers. We will explain a little bit later what that is going to be about, but first, help me welcome our show host for today. She is our own Chief Visibility Officer here at Vengreso and the world's top LinkedIn expert. It's true, you can look that up on Google. She is the one and only Viveka von Rosen. Please help me welcome Viveka. Welcome and take it away.
Hey, hello, everybody. Welcome to the year 2022. I am not going to say 2022 because it sounds like 2020 also. We don't need a recap.
No more 2020s, please.
No more 2020. So welcome to 2022. And in, typical 2020 fashion, unfortunately, Meredith had some travel issues and was unable to join us for today's show. And I was thinking, well, I've been reading and listening to her book, and maybe I could talk about it. But then I thought, you know what? No, let's wait for another time on that. We'll just talk about my book. And then I thought about it, there's 101 tips, and there's no way that I can get through 101 tips in an hour. So, but numbers are fun. So why don't we play with numbers? Kind of Bob Ross. Instead of painting by numbers, it's LinkedIn by numbers.
Awesome. So you want to tell us a little bit how that would work?
Sure. So I need our audience's participation. What we need you to do, whether you're listening to us on LinkedIn or Facebook or Twitter or YouTube, go ahead in the comments section and just pick a number from 1 to 101. Pick a number from 1 to 101. Go ahead and put it into chat. And then Felipe, if you will let me know what some of those numbers might be, I will find the tip and I'll actually showcase or demonstrate what I mean by that tip. But okay. Don't be super impressed. I'm not going to, I do not have my book memorized. I will have to look it up.
We had some numbers coming in from
All right.
The chat. How about number 62?
All right, number 62. That's a new one. Okay, let's see here. Good old 62. Also, my husband's age. Engage first. Once you have found your prospect using the previous method, so y'all are going to have to download the book. Don't worry, we're going to give it to you for free today, the PDF version. I'm not going to mail you all my book. Once you found your prospect using the previous methods, the next step is engaging with them before inviting them to connect. Create name awareness so that when you do reach out, they're more likely to accept your invitations. This is so important. Thank you for number 62. I'm actually going to go ahead and share my screen here. There we are, and there we are, and there we are. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. One mistake that people make is they get on LinkedIn, right? They start looking for, CEOs of big companies. So they go and they start doing a search on CEOs. We'll talk about using all filters if someone picks that number. And then they go and they're like, okay, I'm going to go ask, in this case, I'm going to go ask Mike Butler to connect with me. Now, Mike doesn't know who I am. Mike doesn't know what I do. Mike doesn't know why he should connect with me. So before you ever reach out and engage, before you invite someone to connect on LinkedIn, you want to make sure that you're engaging with them first, if possible. So in this case, I would go down to Mike's activity. I would go see all activity. here he engaged on something 3 weeks ago. He just liked it, or he did comment on it. So now what I might do is respond to Mike's comment it's actually Amber's post, but I would respond to Mike's comment in Amber's post, see if I can, maybe I would quote some Brian Tracy, talk about Brian Tracy. Obviously, I want to take the time to read the post. And try and start a conversation actually with him right within the post. And from there, I would then invite him to connect. And when I invited him to connect, I would 100% want to customize that invitation saying, hey, I saw you comment on Amber's post the other day. I'm the one who shared the other Brian Tracy quote, was wondering if you'd want to connect. So always, before you invite someone to connect, go to their profile first. See if they're active on LinkedIn. If they're active, try and engage with them there. And then it's just a natural next step to invite them to connect. But if you just come out of the blue, hey, do you want to connect with me? Why would they? They don't even know who you are in many cases. There are other ways to engage with your prospect before you invite them to connect, but that's another number. So let's see. I'll look over here because I know you're off screen, Felipe. Let me look and see. Do we have any additional numbers? We have number 19. And remember, folks, share a number from 1 to 101 in comments. We're doing LinkedIn by numbers today. So we're going to have you share your favorite number from 1 to 101 in comments. And then we will go in and I will find the number in my book and I will read out what the tip is. And then I'll actually show you what I'm talking about. Also, if you have any generic LinkedIn questions, now's a great time to ask because you get me for the next 25 minutes. All right. Our next lucky number was 19. 2 people actually chose 19. Our Sarah and Jack, I think both chose number 19. So number 19 gets certified. And Jack, I love you, buddy. You're certifiable. Okay, no, that's not what I mean by it. Get certified. Let's face it. A lot of us have had a little extra time on our hands working from home during the pandemic. See, this is the updated book. Working from home during the pandemic. Why not use it to take a course or learn something new? LinkedIn Learning and Vengreso, for that matter, have a lot of awesome courses and teachers like myself. And when you get your certification, you can share it on LinkedIn. So I don't know if you all know that. When you go to your profile, you can share your certifications, whether it's from our program. And Felipe, will you go ahead and pop the Modern Sales Mastery link, moresalescalls.com, into chat so people can see our program? Nice little product placement there, right? So you can add your certifications to your profile from LinkedIn Learning, from many schools and universities. All you have to do is come into your profile, come here to add a section, and then we're going to go down to, I believe it's in accomplishments. Is it in accomplishments or is it somewhere else? I should know this, shouldn't I? Let's see. Did they pop it down into additional? Where's my certifications? You can also just scroll down. I usually, to be fair to me, usually our certifications we do straight from our program. There it is, licenses and certifications. Jeez, oh Pete's. So you can add your certification. You can add the name of the certification. You can start typing in the issuing organization, whether it's LinkedIn Learning, Vengreso, Microsoft. You can issue the date. Sometimes there's a credentialing ID. And then oftentimes there's a URL. So it'll actually pull the image of your credential or your certification right into your profile. So what you can see what that looks like down here, I've got a few of our different video mastery courses in our own program that we've taken. as well as I've got LinkedIn Learning and HubSpot and a couple other options there. So if you have certifications, by all means, make sure to add them to LinkedIn, because that is just going to let people know, how knowledgeable you are, and position yourself as a thought leader and help to build credibility. So thank you for number 19. Get certified. All right. Do we have any more numbers? Let's see. I know we had some from earlier. Oh, number 7. Lucky number. Yeah, I knew someone was going to pick number 7. All right. Your paragraph pitch. So number 7, obviously earlier on in the book. Once you have someone's attention, expand on it even more by elaborating with a few more details. Who have you helped? What were their results? What can people expect from you? 3 to 5 sentences for this paragraph is a good length. So in the beginning of the book, much like our courses, it's very foundational. And one of the things that I ask my readers to do is write a little bit of a pitch around who are they, but more importantly, who do they help and how do they help them? And the reason we really want to focus on our buyers is, quite frankly, no one cares who you are yet, right? When you go to LinkedIn, no one really cares who you are yet. But what they want to know is how you can help them to succeed. So my buyer coming to my profile on LinkedIn, it's not 100% about me and who I am and how long I've been in the industry and all that stuff. It's about our buyer, right? How to help them prospect better and sell more. Who do I help? B2B sales professionals prospect better and sell more. And so what this paragraph pitch is all about is it's just an exercise to allow you to start thinking about your buyer and brainstorming a little bit, like, how do your products and services help them? Who is your buyer? That's a little bit earlier on in the book. And then how do your products and services help your buyers, right? So that's really important in order to get their attention and hold their attention. And you're going to be using aspects of that paragraph pitch throughout the entire profile, from your headline section to the about section down here to content that you share. You're going to add portions of it in your experience section, and you're going to be thinking about it when you add media to your profile. So number 7, your paragraph pitch. Who do you help? How do you help them? Think about some of your current or previous clients. What did you do for them? You might even reach out to them, maybe get some quotes. All of this you can later on pull into your profile when you start writing your profile. And if you're just jumping on the call right now, everybody who's on the call, I feel like Oprah, you get a book and you get a book and you get a book. Everyone who's on the call right now gets the book. Okay, a PDF of the book, not the actual book. All right. And then Brian, hey Brian, we've got a bunch of different numbers coming up now. Brian, and I see you, Santi. I'll get to your number next. Brian, I should end with that number. Brian, number 77. Okay. Not just 1 7, but 2 7s. 77. What am I talking? Native video. One of my favorite topics. If you really want to build your brand on LinkedIn, consider using native video. You can shoot and upload video to LinkedIn under 10 minutes and under 5 gigs and at least 3 seconds. You can do a product demo. You can do a testimonial, upload a testimonial, do a book review, do a quick interview. But remember, shorter is better. I try to keep my videos, which tend to be explainer videos, somewhere between 3 to 5 minutes. If you can keep them even less than that, even better. Our CEO, Mario Martinez Jr., he often shares native video of him and his kids. He's actively teaching his 2 younger kids who are is it 8 and 11 now? 8 and 12? I can't remember. Sorry, Mario. Anyway, he's actively teaching them his business of sales, but he does it in a fun way. He was just in Tahoe, and so he was shooting live native video and bringing the kids in and teaching them lessons that way. Just to show an example, this is one I did just a couple days ago, and I'll show you a couple more reasons why we love native video. So I wish they had a video link right here, but they don't. So we go to posts, scroll down. There it is. There it is, the video that I posted a few days ago. And actually, it was about my book, and it was about LinkedIn. In fact, if you came to this live event from my post, I shared the link to this post in there, and I shared a few tips with you as well. But one of the reasons we love native video is because, and here, let me go to the link exactly. There we go. One of the reasons we love native video is because it tends to get more views than just a regular blog post. So when you scroll down, this video's got almost 1,000 views now. So yay. The great thing, remember we were talking about engaging with someone before inviting them to connect. If someone has engaged on your content, now you can always reach out to them and invite them to connect or send them a message, right? Because they've seen you, they know who you are. So that's kind of an added bonus. The other thing I love about native video, besides the increased views and engagement, they've got really cool statistics. So if I click on my stats, I can see not only how many reactions, how many comments, how many shares, but how long people have watched my video. Now it's about a 3-minute video. So, approximately 100 people have watched the whole thing. If I wanted to do my math, actually, I don't have to do the math because it'll actually tell me how many people have watched the video, how many people today, how many people over the lifetime, and how many people watched it more than once. So we have 838 unique viewers, but it's been watched 870 times. So a couple people watched it. I can't do math, like 40-ish people. Is that right? About 40-ish people, about 32 people watched it more than once. Now you can see it's going to get most of its visibility the day or the day after it was published on LinkedIn. But you can still, even today, I got 33 views. So I would highly recommend considering doing native video. You can shoot a talking head video. You can interview someone on Zoom and upload that video. It can be a .mp4 or a .mov video. There's a lot of different things. You can do a product demonstration. That's what I'm usually doing, tips and tricks. Just a shorter version of what I'm doing today. So there are a lot of different ways that you can add or create video that you can upload into LinkedIn. And don't forget the discussion part of your video too. You want to let people know what the video is about, why they should watch it, and always end with that call to action. Get them to engage in comments below. Don't forget your emojis and don't forget your hashtags. All right, let's see. We're about 20 minutes in. Felipe, would you go ahead? Let's go ahead and roll that Modern Sales Mastery footage. I just want you all to know that there's not only the book, but we do have a course that you can access to learn about everything I've talked about, plus like way, way more. So Felipe, when you have a chance, let's go ahead and we'll play that commercial, and then we'll come back to some more LinkedIn numbers.
We're not sweating our numbers. We're not struggling to prospect or find customers. We're not even sweating into quarter because we're growing a foundation of A-level sales talent. We're rethinking successful habits, and we're rethinking our entire digital prospecting strategy. We're going to break records and explode our sales funnel. We're doing things differently, and we're doing things better than before, because this program showed us how to not only excel at sales, but how to become a prospecting master.
Just a shout out to our marketing team. I want to sign up for my own course. That's such an awesome video. Thank you to the marketing team for popping that together. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep playing with LinkedIn by numbers. So it looks like I've got a 44. Danny shared 44. Let's go take a look at lucky number 44. Get endorsements. Okay. So on LinkedIn, we've got both testimonials and endorsements. So let me go back to my profile here. So what we're talking, we're not, there we go. So endorsements are on your skills. So number one, you got to list your skills. Oops, somewhere down here. There we go. Number one, make sure that you've got your skills listed on LinkedIn. Now, obviously we were doing, selling with LinkedIn, selling with Sales Navigator, LinkedIn. And then we came up with Modern Sales Mastery. In order to get more endorsements for Modern Sales Mastery, I had to pin it to the top of my to the top of my skills, because LinkedIn's only going to show your top 3 skills. So you're going to want to make sure that you pin the skills that you want to be endorsed for the most to the top of your profile. So yes, do I have more endorsements on other things? Yeah, for sure. But because I want to be endorsed for Modern Sales Mastery, I had to pin it to the top. Please feel free to go to my profile and endorse it now. Just to show you how to do that. You have to unpin, if you've already got 3 up there, you have to unpin something you no longer want, and then you have to go down and find the thing that you want to pin to the top. You can also adjust the order too. Now I'm going to leave LinkedIn training up top because it is 99 plus. I'll put Modern Sales Mastery in the middle, and then I'll end it with LinkedIn Speaker. But that's how you can get more endorsements. Another way to get endorsements, endorse other people. It's always a nice thing to do, is endorse other people. Now, you do have to be first level connections with those individuals. But if you endorse others, oftentimes LinkedIn will actually invite them to endorse you back. And make sure, by the way, that you do have your endorsements turned on, right? Because you do have the ability to turn off your endorsements. Make sure those are turned on. You want to be endorsed, yes. You want to be included in endorsement suggestions to connections, yes. And you want to be shown suggestions to endorse my connections, do unto others. So yes, yes, and yes. How I got there was clicking on this pen and then adjust endorsement settings. So definitely add those skills to your profile. You can add them right from the add section, and that one's a standalone. So right here in skills, you can add up to 50 skills and then start endorsing others in the hopes of getting endorsed yourself. And every time, by the way, every time you're endorsed, it's like it's another keyword to help get you found on LinkedIn. So it's like I have online marketing 99 plus times on LinkedIn, or Modern Sales Mastery 15 plus times. So it does make sense to get those endorsements. Plus, people do look at this. And if you don't have any endorsements or any skills, it doesn't help to build your credibility. So get those endorsements. Awesome. Okay. Lucky 44. All right, Felipe, do we have some additional numbers here? We got 6 minutes left. I want to save at least 2 minutes at the end for 101. Let's see. I'll look over here. 62 we already did. Let me know in chat. Do you have a lucky number? Just pop it in chat. I love that you did that with gold stars. You get a gold star, and you get a gold star, and you get a gold star. Awesome. 50, 100. All right. I'm going to save that one till almost the end too. Oh, we got a 25. 25. Okay. 25. Add your contact info. Oh my gosh. Thank you, F. And welcome back, Efrel. Yay. All right. Yeah. Add your contact info. So many people forget they have this little link right here. The thing to know about your contact info, it's one of the few places on LinkedIn that you can actually add hyperlinks in, linking to your website, your blog post, your YouTube, your calendar. So in order to customize or add your contact info, just literally click on the link, contact info, and then click on the pen. So here you're going to be able to go and adjust your profile URL, but that's another number. You can add your websites, up to 3 websites. And here's a little ninja trick. If you choose other, it opens up a new field and that allows you to describe what the website is. So that's your ninja trick for today. I'm going to have to get like a ninja outfit for my ninja tricks. You can see right here, I've got book time with me. So that's a link right in there. So you can book some time with me. I've got our website. And then I've got my book, this one that you can get for free. You can add your work phone number in there, an address if you want, your Twitter address, instant messenger. You want to add your email address that you are comfortable getting LinkedIn emails from. I don't add my birthday because that's a little Facebooky to me, but if you add your birthday, then you will get those birthday congratulations, which is an opportunity to start a conversation. So, take it with a grain of salt, whichever one you decide. But for sure, make sure that you add your contact information. 100%. Thank you for that number. Thank you, F. All right, just seeing, do we have any other numbers? Okay, 101. All right, we're getting ready to wrap up here. So let's do 100 and 101 as we get near the end of our program. I love 100. I often get asked in interviews, what's the one thing that you wish you had known earlier, that you wish you had put into practice earlier? Number 100, delegate. Learn how to delegate and schedule what you can. So 100 is, if you're lucky enough to have an assistant, delegate what you can. Now, LinkedIn is cracking down on that. So you have to be very careful about what you have your assistants do within LinkedIn. But if you use a VPN or, quite frankly, scheduling tools are still great. So if you're using Agorapulse, Hootsuite, Everyone Social, etc., but schedule and delegate what you can so that you are bringing your best self to the game. You're doing what you do best, and let everybody else do the rest. That's not my saying, but it's one of my favorite sayings. All right. And we are at 28 minutes after the hour. So it is getting time to wrap this. And this is perfect. Getting time to wrap this particular live up. 101, follow the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. LinkedIn is about branding, engaging, connecting, creating relationships in a consistent manner. Do more than sell and advertise all the time. Instead, share valuable information. I hope I've shared some valuable information today. Answer questions, share updates, pass on job information, give endorsements. Remember, on LinkedIn or anywhere, the more you give, the more you get. Do unto others as you want them to do to you on LinkedIn. So there we go. We got a couple. We're going to have to do this again, Felipe. Clearly, we certainly didn't get through all 101 tips, but we got through a couple tips. I hope we got through your lucky number tips today. Thank you so much for being here. If we've got any other questions, Danielle, I'll get to yours next time. 13. 13 is actually a good one. But anyway, we'll get to your number next time. Thank you so much, everybody. This is Viveka von Rosen, welcoming you to 2022, hoping you have a fabulous, successful year. Let's roll that beautiful, well, not bean coverage. Go ahead and video us out, Felipe. Bye, everyone.